Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Please like and subscribe if you can. Real quick, I was thinking today about, the sum of me, right? The sum of me and the sum of you, right? Like, what makes you like you are? Um, how did you get here? You know, um, did you have brothers and sisters? Did they influence you? Um, was it your neighborhood? Was it your parents? Was it your friends? Was it your relationships? Like, what is the sum of you? And how did you get to where you are? And a lot of that self realization is what carries us to the next step, right? So I used to like to make the statement that I made me. I made me. Um, I came from a really strong patriarchal upbringing. My dad was the man. Andy was the man. Um, so to his grandkids, he's Big Daddy. To his nieces and nephews, he's Uncle Andy. And to me, he was just Daddy. And Daddy was a man. And I'm the youngest of three boys. And I have two sisters, an older sister and a younger sister. But being the youngest brother, you know, um, they call themselves trying to make me tough. They were just, that was a big thing. I was a big crybaby when I was a kid. And they used to make sure I didn't want to cry anymore. Um, so they tried to toughen me up. And then they made me too tough. Sorry. Um, but I'm the sum of that. I'm the sum of that upbringing. My dad was a no nonsense guy. Take out the trash meant now. Hey, I need you guys to take out the trash. By the time the sentence was finished, you need to be standing up taking out that trash. Um, I did all of that stuff. We shoveled snow, blizzard of 78. My sidewalk was clean. You know why? Because my dad wasn't having it. Um, but that was the sum of my upbringing. So now what do? I project that, right? I learn from that. You know, um, I see, the dynamics of my mother and dad and how that relationship goes and what she was mad at him about and what he was mad at her about and how did I handle that when it became to my relationship. Um, but you got to realize that was a different time. What was a relationship in the 60s and 70s can't be a relationship in 2020. You can't do that stuff no more. You can't be arguing with your wife. You can't be doing all that stuff. You can't be stepping out wearing your platform shoes. You can't do all that stuff anymore. Now we're on more of an equal basis. Now it's more of an equal basis. It was always an equal basis, but it was never portrayed that way back then, right? I'm the man. That's how it is, and that's how I grew up. Um, and I had to learn the hard way, right? But I learned because again, I'm the sum of my experiences. I'm the sum of me, and a lot of you are the sum of you. But you got to ask yourself, was that all there is to learn? So, if you grew up with hardworking parents, and all you know is hard work, then that's all you know. If you grew up with, shiesty, you grew up in a shiesty neighborhood with shiesty parents making shiesty moves, you become the shiesty king. You know, um, we're the sum of our experiences. So what I did was, at some point, I went outside the box. I started asking questions. People who are nothing like me, people who grew up nowhere near me, and I wanted to see how they saw the world and what they thought was right and wrong. And now check it out. I didn't use it all. I can't sit there and tell you that all that stuff was relatable. But at the end of the day, I'm over 60 years old. It's all relatable, right? I'm a 60-year-old male. And I'm like, I can't learn anything from that guy. He's, from a different town. He's from a different neighborhood. He's from a different culture. But you know what, though? He's still a 60-year-old man, right? He's still got kids and grandkids and mortgages and thinking about retirement and what do I do with my Medicare? Is Medicare as good as, my Blue Cross Blue Shield? What's a supplement? How does that work? Where should I retire? How do my taxes work? Um, should I wait? Should I take my money now for the long run? Take less money in the long run? All these different things. What do I do for my final remains? Do I want to be buried? Do I want to be cremated? Who is my emergency contact? Who's my decision maker? Should I put this stuff in a trust? All of these different things that my dad passed in 2009. He can't teach me, right? So I got to dig this stuff up, and I can ask some people who know or some people who think they know. So at the end of the day, when I say let's share this stuff, I mean let's share this stuff. If someone comes back to me, I told somebody I owned the timeshare, they laughed at me. And I was like, I love my timeshare. I can get to mine. I don't have one in Aruba that I got to make a big deal about getting to, but that might work for you. But listen, we have to share. I know I don't know everything. I've never been, I'm retirement age now. I've never been here. I don't know what the rules are. I've never had a real residence outside of Massachusetts. I've stayed outside of Massachusetts for, periods of time, but I've never had a residence. There's a lot of things I don't know. So a couple of guys in my lodge, we moved to Georgia. He's up here all the time. And I'm like, man, tell me how that works. When you stay here, when you live there, do you rent this place? Or do you keep this open? What do you do? Did you buy down there or did you buy here? Should I buy? Should I rent? Do I want to mow a lawn? You know, I like 2 floors. I like the bedrooms on the 2nd floor. Is that practical as I get up in age? All of these things we don't know about, right? And we don't ask each other. So I'm asking you all, please give me feedback. Please let me know what you think. And yes, you are the sum of your experiences. But the question is, what do you do with that experience? Did it make you tough? Did it make you empathetic? Did it make you sympathetic? Did it make you pathetic? What did it do? And where are you now? Love you. Please like and subscribe. This is Rick Anderson.